I think one of the hardest things to come to terms with whenever you are in a toxic relationship is that you keep telling yourself, yeah, they're really bad, but like we have all these good times. We like, they have all these sweet moments. Like they really do love me sometimes. Like they really do treat me well sometimes. Like, but like what you have to really realize, and I think as you start to come to terms with it, it really does set in, and you're like, damn, all of that is a manipulation tactic. You would never stay in a relationship that was only all bad. They use those good times to sort of hook you in because they know that's what you're gonna like lean back on. So it's literally just you coming to terms with the fact of like every fucking thing they did to you was disingenuine and faulty. And so you'd like to think like, damn, well no, I've been holding on because sometimes they're good, so I know they must be good. But like that's your brain telling you that. You see a little bit of good and you assume that that's who they are. But someone who is truly good would never treat you the way that they were treating you. They would never do the things that they would do to you. They would never do that. So there has to be some good times for you to like hold on to, you know, like good times, not really good times, because they're not ever really pure. Like you have to understand, like you love that person and you would never treat that person that way. You even feel bad for the ways that you've reacted to their disrespect. You feel bad for reacting to their disrespect. Knowing that they were the first ones to do it, knowing that they came for you so many times, knowing that you can only take so much, you feel guilty, but yet they don't feel guilty for everything they've done to you. I think once you realize that everything they do becomes so predictable, everything they do is so textbook to manipulation and gaslighting, and you have a pure heart and they play off of that. So I think it is very mind-boggling to understand, like, damn, like everything they fucking did was fake. Even the good times were manipulation. Those weren't something to lean back onto. Those weren't something to look forward to. Those weren't something to rely on. That wasn't something to say, let's get back to that. There was never that. There was never a that. And really, if you remove you from the equation because you really projected your light onto them and your love onto them, who are they without your love on them? It really does suck. I think once you realize that it's not just in relationships, it's in friendships too. And you'll realize that this is a pattern. You getting constantly disrespected by people that you love, who claim to love you, but the words don't match the actions, which leads you to believe that maybe this is just how all things go. But it's really not. That's not normal. It's not normal. You would never behave the way that these people are behaving, yet you're convinced you can fix them. You're convinced you can love them into loving you, and that one day, maybe just one day, they'll love you enough to stop treating you this way. To go back to the old times, which was fake. You can't love someone into loving you. You can't love someone into respecting you. And I think that's just something that we all have to experience at one point. It's once you get to the bottom of it, you really realize, damn. Because for you to admit it, you have to say it out loud. You got played. Somebody once said this line, and this is what men typically say, and how they operate as well, which is that if a woman loves you enough, right, you'll never have to lie to her. She'll lie to herself for you. Because do they genuinely put in any effort to cover their lies? Is it even a lie at this point? Are you a victim or are you a volunteer? Because you know you're telling a lie. You know they don't really love you. You know that. I mean, you're lying to yourself for them. You're lying to everyone for them, including yourself. It's like they don't have to do a damn thing. There's no performance on their end at this point. They're being their full authentic selves, and you are latching onto a version of them that does not exist.